Yeah.
What was the dream you were pursuing?
For me, there wasn't really any specific plan. Looking back now, I'm saying I could say that I took a big risk, but it's actually paid off very well. I mean, at the time, I knew about Jumia, and obviously Jumia was doing amazing things in the e-commerce space and still is in Nigeria. So I said, if there's any soft landing that I'll get, it'll probably be at Jumia. And here I am.
To come home. So the idea is to stay home.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I've always been interested in Nigeria and Africa. I actually went to the School of Oriental and African Studies just because I wanted to be as close to Africa as possible.
Isn't that strange? An African going to an institute to learn about Africa?
I know. It's interesting. You have the academic kind of side of things, but then you don't really know how it is until you're actually on the ground. So that's why I said beyond studying, beyond kind of speaking to people, I actually want to be on the ground and experience it for myself.
The rest of your family?
They're still in the UK. I'm here by myself.
Didn't they think you were crazy?
Yes, definitely.
They still do? They still think that?
I mean, my mom, when I told her originally that I wanted to move to Nigeria, she said, it's dangerous, you can't go there by yourself. Me that I left Nigeria, you now want to go to Nigeria. She just didn't understand it. But I think she's seen my career progress to where it is now, and she's really proud of me. So when she comes back, she's just like, okay. I mean, I don't understand it fully, but you seem to be okay.
It's a function of your dreams can be achieved anywhere, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Depending on what you wanna be.
Yes.
You wanted the opportunity to be able to practice in an existing, you could have done it anywhere else.
Yeah, definitely.
Why did you
but I think being in Nigeria makes it more sweet for me because it's just amazing speaking to, Nigerians, and they're very welcoming. As soon as they know your name is Olamide or Bada, that's when they start saying, oh, I know someone else do you know this person, etc. So it's nice to kind of be around fellow Nigerians, and it really does feel like home.
Mm-hmm. So for you, what's the best thing about coming back home? The worst?
The food is the best thing.
Oh, really?
And it's actually funny because obviously I manage Jumia Food, but food is the one thing that I haven't been able to kind of divorce myself from ever since I was growing up. So, I mean, I have our office is in Yaba, so it's right across the road from White House. So that's where my lunch is from every day. I have my F4, I have my moi moi, my plantain, and that's my favorite thing about being in Nigeria. The worst thing would have to be the traffic. It's just...
There's traffic in London.
No, it's different in Nigeria. It's very different. But that's the worst thing. I mean, you know how to plan around it, and it's not the end of the world, of course.
So what does your job allow you to do that's exciting?
For me, it's managing people. So I came from managing deals, and that wasn't necessarily like close interaction with people. But on the ground here, I have a team of about 23 people in the office, as well as 80 riders out and about. So
it's more about deliveries.
Exactly. So you'll order your food online, and then we send one of our dispatch riders to go and pick it up at the restaurant and then deliver it to the customer. So just seeing the growth, I mean, in my team, and obviously me bringing my outside expertise into the business, and seeing the growth in them professionally and also in terms of the business overall has been amazing.
When you sleep at night, what's the best thing? What did you dream about now that you're home? Do you have nightmares? Or you have, what am I going to break tomorrow?
Not nightmares. I'm always kind of trying to stay 2 steps ahead. So I'm thinking, okay, tomorrow I have, this meeting. This is what I might need to kind of do research on before I go to the meeting. I know there was this restaurant that was saying that they had some issues with operations, so maybe we should close them today. One of my team members, maybe they need to go to Abuja or Port Harcourt. That's all I think about, to be honest.
You have a lot in common with Tina, then.
Yes, exactly.
So I'll take a break at this point so I can return and we'll have a conversation about how I want people to be able to have seen this show and be able to understand that, yes, if I want to chase my dream along corporate, or if I want to chase my dream along entrepreneurial, you'll be able to take from the examples that both of you have and use technology to achieve that.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Olamide, for being with me. I'll be back with my guests.
Thank you.
In a short while. Yes, welcome back. It's nice to be sandwiched between two pretty ladies who are very successful. And they're not satisfied with the level of success. You young ones are too greedy. You keep wanting to achieve more and more. But in this section, what we're trying to do, as always on the panel, is to, put them together like a little pill for you that you can swallow. I know that this is what I must do. I've enjoyed their stories, but beyond that, I want both of them to tell me what is a dream really, and how does that differentiate? How's that different from a goal? Let's start with you, Tia.
Well, if you talk about dreams, I would say sometimes you start dreaming when you're actually in the womb. Because
Is it related to a passion?
No, the reason I say that is because you find yourself doing things and you're convinced that you were born to do what you're doing.
It comes to you naturally.
Yes, it comes to you naturally if you're born to do it. And then you now start setting goals to achieve those dreams.
Oh.
Yes. So you start setting maybe short-term goals, mid-term goals, and then long-term goals. And then by the time you're achieving each and every one of those goals, you're living your dream.
Okay.
That's it for me. That's
Is
exactly
that different from passion? Did you like have what about you?
Yeah, so I agree with that. I think that your dream is something that's within you. It's something that you just can't shake off. You might try and do this or you might try and do that, but your dream will still be there. And obviously you set up goals to do that. And I think dream is probably the same as passion as well.
I was just going to say,
Yeah, it's something that
or
just
does it
drives
present
you.
as passion?
Well, sometimes it does. I say this and some people disagree. You're not always good at something you're passionate about. True. I'm very passionate about
dream
music.
and skill is different,
It's
right?
different.
That's very
Totally
true.
different. Your passion and your skill could be different. I'm passionate about music. I'm constantly listening to music, but I can't sing to save my life.
Have you tried?
I think I have tried a couple of times and I've been told to shut up. So you can be really passionate about something, but you may not necessarily be good at it. However, you can take that passion and then, like you said, try and improve yourself on it and go take classes or whatever, and then you could be good at it. So your passion can somehow be different from having a dream and being born to do something and having that innate talent and skill. Even at the Culinary Academy, when students come in, we actually, sometimes you can see those who have a natural born talent to be chefs and those who you have to do some extra tutoring or grooming to become good chefs.
Okay, so I'm wondering if you have the talent for something and you don't even know you have the talent for it. So the thing that will first pick you will be passion. Then, do you understand?
Possibly, yes.
Yes.
I think there's a place for everything. So even if you're passionate about music, but you don't necessarily feel you have the skill, you might be able to go into music management.
Possibly,
So there's
yes.
different places for everyone. I think passion is really something that makes you wake up every morning, keeps you going throughout the hard times and everything. So I think passion
helps
is
you
something
fulfill
that,
those dreams.
So
Of
what
course, very
are you
important.
passionate about?
I'm passionate
Management.
about people, actually. So for me, the highlight of my day is speaking to people. It's obviously learning from people. It's something that I've done since I was younger. So I learned everything from my mom, and I think that's the reason why I'm here today. But people and just interactions, different stories, that's what I'm passionate about.
So does it matter what you do first? Because both of you went in the direction of law. Would you have just gone straight to where you are at now if you knew?
Yeah, it's possible that could have happened. I absolutely enjoyed studying and practicing law when I was practicing law. Same way I enjoy doing what I'm doing now. And where we found ourselves in the world sometimes makes our work much easier. Technology has been able to bridge that gap for quite a number of us. So my job is much more easier as a chef. Even for my students, sometimes when we are done in class teaching, they just look at me like this, and go to Google and see if everything chef said is correct. You know what I mean? So there are a number of things that have helped me along the line to achieve these dreams. So
before you, now you're here managing a company that's trying to bring foods from different companies to different people, right? So you imagine people that you don't really have control over.
Yeah. So laws helped me with that, to be honest. So like the deal, there are so many different parts of it. It's around the world, so you have to manage all of the moving parts, and that's exactly what I do at Jumia Food. So you have the restaurants. Obviously, restaurants, they might have long cooking time. They might not have certain
What about the
foods in
standards?
stock.
You know, how do you?
I mean, that's something that we take very seriously when we sign a new restaurant. So we don't just sign anybody. For us, we really have to be on the same page in terms of our values and our mission. And that's obviously to make our customers happy. I think that we've been able to really bring a lot of value to the market in Nigeria through technology and really introducing people to making their lives easier.
No, I wouldn't have thought it would have, maybe because of your generation, would have embraced technology so quickly in this country.
Yeah.